When should guys, what are some timelines guys need to have? Money saved up, women versus money, etc.
So we'll almost play it like a video game. When you're
Please.
a freshman in high school, you're at 0 and 0. So money and women, you don't have game, and
Okay.
you don't really have any money. Now, as you maybe you develop some ability with women as you go through high school, but maybe not a lot of money unless you have a job. The problem that happens, and this is something that I witnessed because after the game came out in 05, I used to work with Mystery. I used to go out with RSD all the time and see these guys who were interns, and all they cared about was women. They were sleeping on couches. All they cared about was women. They sometimes didn't shower. It was just women, women, women. I live here and I meet bartenders who have nothing but debt, or male strippers, and these guys are like what you said, very Chad.
Yeah.
And they're extremely good with women, but they're fucking terrible with money. Right. And I have women come on the show all the time because the women here make more money than the men in Vegas because the pool jobs give me like $240 a year.
Talk about it.
And so what happens is you end up with these men who like don't focus on their money at all. They end up spending 7-8 years as a VIP host making less than $60 grand a year. Okay?
Damn.
So that's the thing.
Sheesh.
So now what happens is what you should do is money should get to at least to a level 3. If you want to wait till it's a level 5, let's say 10 is like the top 1% of wage earners with about $500,000 a year. So get up to a 3 or get up to a 5. And then here's the thing: what you don't want is
Can you tell us what those numbers at 3 and 3 is?
3. So I would say
Roughly?
3 would be having 150,000. That would be
Annual.
Annual. That would be
Cool.
But see, the thing is, I don't want to say don't start talking to women before 150.
Okay.
Maybe there's a book called The Happiness Hypothesis. They postulate about $74,000 is where people can be happy. But I think that number with inflation, because that book was written by Jonathan.
Yeah,
maybe
that
10
number
years
is
ago.
10 years ago. So
Yeah,
you're like 90,000.
Yeah, 90,000. So that's probably right. There's a fantastic book. Jonathan Haidt's an incredible author. So when you go through those numbers, that's probably, we'll call that a 2. Start at a 2, and then at that point, you need to know something, because what happens is you end up becoming like some of the pilots and the doctors and the real estate developers that end up joining my course, who got married very early, made millions of dollars, and don't know fuck all about women.
Yeah.
And they are getting stumped.
That's also a dangerous place to be.
Correct. So what you don't want, so you want money to get to a 3, and then let's go ahead and start bringing girls up to a certain level. But what you don't want is money to get to a 10, and you don't know anything. I have several clients, like, not to be stereotypical, a lot of my Indian clients are like this, very, very wealthy, very successful, and then they're
The guys Marquette went to school with.
their view, a lot of my German clients are like this. Their views are very, very narrow when it comes to women, and because of that, they're just extremely distrusting, or their views are very binary. And then while it's fine to be super skeptical, you're not good with women when you're super skeptical, right? So there needs to be a growth, like you said, on both places. So I need to be growing in both areas at the same time, but you don't want one to go so far in front of the other that you can't get the other one.